Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching Canal Algérie Midnight News, and these are our top stories. On the third day of his official visit to the State of Qatar, the Army General Saeed Chingriha, Minister Delegate to the Minister of National Defense and Chief of Staff of the PNA, visited the stands at the DIMDEX 2026 World Expo. A memorandum of understanding was signed between Sonaram Group and the Indonesian company Pupuk to enhance cooperation and partnership opportunities between Algeria and Indonesia in the field of phosphates. Morocco faces rising public anger as demolition leave vulnerable families homeless. Welcome back. On the third day of his official visit to the State of Qatar to participate in the opening of the 9th edition of the Doha International Maritime Defense Exhibition and Conference, DIMDEX 2026, the Army General Saeed Chingriha, Minister Delegate to the Minister of National Defense and Chief of Staff of the People's National Army, continued his visit to the exhibition stands, which this year boasts a large number of exhibitors. Nadia Bahli.
On this occasion, the Army General inquired about the most modern military products in the field of naval defense industries. He received detailed and precise explanations on the material and equipment on display, as well as on the latest advancement made by industrial companies in the field of maritime technologies. During this visit, the Army General and his delegation learned about the latest solutions in the areas of unmanned aircraft systems, command and control systems, cybersecurity weapons, and armored vehicles. This visit also provided an opportunity to hold discussions with officials and representatives of international companies, focusing on the exchange of experiences and the exploration of partnership opportunities, particularly in the areas of industrialization, maintenance, and technology transfer, with the aim of enhancing operational readiness and modernizing equipment in accordance with international standards. At the Qatari Ministry of Defense headquarters in Doha, the Army General Deputy Minister to the Minister of National Defense and Chief of Staff of the People's National Army was received by His Excellency Sheikh Saoud bin Abdul Hamid Al Thani, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of State for Defense Affairs of the State of Qatar, with whom he held a private meeting. Later on the esplanade of the Ministry of Defense headquarters, the Army General was briefed on the main monuments of the Qatari capital, Doha.
طبعا هذا المبنى الحين انشاء اسمه طيران، هذا مبنى جديد هاي خارج.
Both sides welcome the high level of military cooperation between the two brotherly countries, which reflects the high degree of understanding and trust that characterizes relations between Algeria and Qatar in more ways than one.
شكرا جزيلا يا أخي، الله خيركم، لكم كل التقدير، كل عرفان. شكرا في الجزائر إن شاء الله، مرحبا في كل وقت.
As part of the activities of the Interministerial Search and Rescue Committee, Major General Abdelaziz Houam, commander of the Air Defence Forces of the territory, presided over on Tuesday the works of the 25th ordinary session of the Committee for Search and Rescue for Aircrafts in Distress at the headquarters of the Air Defence Force of the Territory Command, in the presence of representatives from relevant ministries. Rani al-Bahri.
In his address delivered on this occasion, the Major General Commander of the Territorial Air Defence Forces emphasized the importance the High Command of the People's National Army attaches to this crucial and sensitive aspect, highlighting the mobilization of all necessary resources to successfully complete the related work. He also stressed the importance of taking all necessary measures to maintain operational readiness, particularly with regard to the high-level search and rescue system, in order to intervene when needed and under all circumstances in accordance with international law governing this field. This meeting is part of an evaluation of the results achieved in this area and aims to work towards optimal coordination and cooperation between the ministerial sectors involved in search and rescue. Furthermore, this session facilitated an exchange of knowledge and experience among the participants. It also allowed for the presentation of the measures planned in the adopted intervention plan, as well as the evaluation of ways to guarantee a rapid and effective intervention through the development and strengthening of national air search and rescue capabilities in Algeria.
Representing the President of the Republic, the Minister of State for Hydrocarbons and Mine, Mohamed Al-Raqab, is due to attend the opening ceremony of the International Mining, Quarrying and Hydrocarbons exhibition in Jamena this Wednesday. The Minister of State will be accompanied by a high-level delegation, including the Minister of Industry and of Energy and Renewable Energies and Chief Executives of Sonatrach, Naftal and the Algerian Cement Group, JICA, along with senior officials from the hydrocarbons, mining, energy and industrial sectors. As a guest of honor, as a guest of honor in the exhibition, Algeria will showcase its expertise and vision for developing extractive industries with a view to strengthening South-South cooperation and promoting the mining sector as a key driver for sustainable development across Africa. Algeria's phosphate mining company, Simphos, and Indonesia Pupuk Company have signed this Tuesday an agreement to explore cooperation in the phosphate sector, including potential supply deals, joint investment in mining and processing, and the development of phosphate-based products aimed at boosting value creation and industrial integration. Algeria and Greece held the third session of the Joint Commission in Athens, co-chaired by the Secretary of State to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs responsible for the national community abroad, Sofian Shaib, and Greek Deputy Foreign Minister Harry Theoharis, reviewing bilateral cooperation and regional issues. The talks concluded with the signing of several agreements alongside separate meeting with senior Greek officials. In Morocco, social unrest remains strong. Rural population face precarious living conditions and extreme poverty aggravated by demolition campaign and property repossession by the mercenary regime. Rani al-Bahri once again.
هما مخرجينا مسكين غير بيدم شو كيف داير هالما شو الطريق كيف دايره.
In Morocco, the feeling of injustice grows daily, fueled by the arbitrary decisions of the Marzen, which is relentlessly targeting a population already living in extreme poverty. We have no rights. Our rights are completely trampled upon, and the state ignores our existence. In several cities, demolition operations continue without any alternative housing, throwing families into the streets without shelter or protection. Women, children, and the elderly must face the cold and harsh weather alone. They want to evict us without any compensation and without warning. We have nowhere to go and no money to rent. I'm going to end up on the street with my children. Don't destroy my house for no reason. I have lived here for generations. No one warned us. The children are terrified and we have nowhere to go. We simply demand solutions that preserve our dignity and our rights as citizens. Faced with systematic abandonment and contempt for fundamental rights, citizens continue to struggle alone for their survival, increasingly exposed to precariousness.
And in Gaza, the humanitarian crisis continues to deepen, with civilians facing relentless bombardment, mass displacement and severe shortages of food, clean water and medical supplies. The UN Agency for Palestinian People has once again warned for a record level of disease across the territory, as harsh weather destroyed infrastructures and the ongoing assault combined to push living conditions to catastrophic levels. Well, that was it for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us. Stay tuned on Canal Algérie. Bye for now.